Imagine a quiet suburban park, a sunny Texas afternoon, and a chilling act hidden behind an everyday moment. This is the story of 5-year-old Nichole Bradshaw-Towne and the tragic event that would shock a community, raise questions about mental illness, innocence, and the darkest edges of motherhood. Tonight on Crime Deconstructed, we unravel the case of her death, the investigation, and the verdict. Nichole Bradshaw-Towne was just 5 years old. By all accounts, she was a sweet child, full of giggles and curiosity. According to family members, she never met a stranger and had bright blue eyes shining with wonder. Her father, James Bradshaw Jr., had custody of her from birth. She had an aunt, Amber Bradshaw, who also served as her nanny for a period, deeply loving and protective of Nichole. Behind the facade of normal childhood, though, there were fissures. Documentation shows that the mother, Melissa Towne, had a prior history with Child Protective Services and mental health issues. We begin with a simple question. How did this bright little girl become the center of such a horrific event? On a day in October 2022 in the Houston area, Melissa Towne took Nichole to a park in the suburb of Tomball, Texas, specifically into the woods of Spring Creek Park, according to authorities. It's here the alleged attack took place. Investigators say Nichole's throat was cut with a knife. Her mother later realized that Nichole was still alive. At that point, Melissa wrapped a garbage bag around Nichole's head for up to 30 to 40 minutes, suffocating her. During the brutal struggle, Nichole pleaded, "I've been good." That line haunts the case. Her mother allegedly responded, "Stop fighting it." After the attack, Melissa reportedly drove Nichole, the trash bag still around her head, to the hospital. There, a nurse found the child inside a mesh laundry bag in the car's passenger side floorboard. A doctor later pronounced Nichole dead. What on earth could lead a mother to commit such an act? Investigators report that Melissa told them she believed Nichole was evil and compared the little girl to the horror character Chucky. Court filings indicate Melissa had a diagnosis of schizophrenia and had been institutionalized multiple times. At her arrest, she allegedly told officers she made a conscious decision and needed to end the child's life. This case forces us to confront the intersection of severe mental illness and horrific violence, and ask, when does a crime become something beyond punishment? The local police in Harris County, Texas, responded to the hospital scene and later found evidence consistent with the timeline told by Melissa. Melissa was charged with capital murder. At one point, her bond was set at $15 million. Nichole's father and extended family were left reeling, grief-stricken, and confused. An aunt's GoFundMe described Nichole as too good for this earth. Child Protective Services confirmed they were investigating Melissa's prior interactions with the system. In September 2025, the case took a turn. Melissa Towne was found not guilty by reason of insanity. Rather than being sentenced to prison, she will be admitted to a state mental health facility for the duration of what her prison sentence would have been. The court's decision sends a powerful message. The system recognized that mental illness so severely impaired Melissa's ability to understand or control her actions at that moment. Yet this verdict leaves many unsettled. What about the rights of the victim? What about accountability? What about prevention? The unanswered questions linger in the quiet spaces between justice and despair. This case raises chilling questions. How was a child under the care of her father and aunt still in the reach of a parent with such documented mental health issues? Could the prior CPS involvement have prevented this tragedy? What happened in that park, in those woods that gave rise to such horror? What psychological collapse occurred? And for all the talk of insanity and mitigation, what becomes of Nichole's memory? Her father's loss? The aunt's anger and grief? In the end, Nichole was innocently caught in a collision of love, illness, and violence. Her story compels us to ask, quietly, when the system fails, who is left to protect the smallest among us? Nichole Bradshaw-Towne's life was short, but her story is long. It's a story of innocence destroyed, of a mind broken, and of the hard limits of our justice system. It reminds us that evil isn't always dramatic, that it can be hidden behind a loving parent's face, and that the quietest voices often plead the loudest. I've been good. If you enjoyed this short look into the Nichole Bradshaw-Towne case, hit like and subscribe to Crime Deconstructed for more real, gripping true crime stories that keep you thinking long after the video ends.